So I work for homeless shelters on the side, right? See a lot of people who are homeless. We've got a major issue with homelessness in this country. The solution does seem to build more homes. Now, not every homeless person's condition is the same.
That is not the solution to homelessness.
Not every homeless person's condition is the same.
More homes does not solve homelessness. You're wrong.
More affordable housing does.
No.
It doesn't solve all of it, but it does help
people
who need help.
No, it doesn't. It's telling them you can't go defecate on the side of the street, clean up, get out of here. I'm going to put you in a prison cell.
So hold on now.
They're homeless by choice.
No, you need to understand this. You need to understand this right now.
There's
Not
Section 8
every
housing
single
for every
homeless
single one of
people.
them. It's because they either have deep-seated mental issues and they should be in an asylum, or number 2, they have drug issues, or number 3, they're there by choice. It is not a lack of homes why we have homelessness.
So all the people that I know who do work, who are homeless, who are working out of their car, who are working for double the minimum wage and still cannot afford their homes because of debts from the 2008 crisis, all of those good people, you think that they are all mentally ill and not deserving of having homes?
So did they apply for Section 8 housing?
Absolutely. They didn't get it. There's not enough.
There's an abundance of Section 8 housing
Absolutely
in this country.
not in every area. Not here. 100%
I reject the premise. Homelessness is a choice in this country.
I think that you're unclear about the facts in certain areas. I will say that some areas
someone
do have it.
working 2 jobs.
No, not 2 jobs. Twice the minimum wage in Tennessee. Tennessee, the minimum wage is $7.50. They make $14 an hour, 40
hold on,
hours a week.
let me play this out. So they have a family?
They have a family.
And their whole family's homeless.
Not the whole family. The kids are with the grandparents.
So I'm going to call BS on this whole thing. Wait a second. So they're earning $14.50 an hour.
$14.50 an hour.
Or $7.50 is the minimum wage. So $15 an hour, right?
Do you know the average rent in the area?
Hold on a second. I'm going to get to there. Hold on. $15 an hour, and they're working like, what, 7-8 hours a day? Right?
Yeah, 40 a week.
Okay, so like $120 a day, right? So they're getting like $600 a week. That's like $2,400 a month. So they could also get food stamps. They could get Medicaid insurance, and they could also get welfare, having their income level under $60,000 a year, of which that would total them $76,000 a year. You're trying to tell me in the greater Knoxville area there's not an apartment that they could put themselves and their family for $76,000 a year? You know what? They probably have a drug problem, which is where all that money is going. Because I just call BS on that entire mathematical equation. It doesn't exist.
What I'm saying is that there are people who do work and who still cannot afford it. So what do you say to those people who they are working? They're working hard.
I just told you. I just called BS on your whole scenario. You can get up to $78,000 a year.
Don't disrespect me like that. Why? I'm not calling BS on your scenario.
Because it does not exist in the Knoxville greater area within 30 miles.
It absolutely does exist.
I'm telling you right now, it does not exist.
Are you from here? Because I've lived here 3 years.
No, but
I could
do math.
BS on the things that I know.
Okay, for example, I'm telling you right now, it is not true if someone is working 2 jobs at $15 an hour and they're getting every government benefit
before taxes are taken out.
Again, which is barely anything at $15 an hour, right? You'll pay FICA, which is 8%. Your employer will match it. I'm telling you, this whole like swan song that people are homeless because they're working so hard. It's either A, they're on drugs, B, they have gambling debt,
You're
or
assuming.
C.
So some people do. Some people do. Not everybody though.
No, but
I'm asking you what
final
you would say
point is
about
this. Final thing, what I will
person.
say is that if that scenario exists, instead of the government taking care of them, local churches should step up and take care of these people if those scenarios exist. Thank you very much.
But I wanted to talk to you. I mean, you're in California, so the big topic, I think one of the big topics here is homelessness. Yeah. And what do you think would be a solid solution for homelessness? And second of all, what do you think is us as Christians, our role in helping solve that?
Yeah, we don't have to look too far. I mean, New York solved their homeless problem. It's just we're going to help you, we'll clothe you, we'll feed you, we'll take care of you. The streets are not your home, period. Right. You get off the streets, they're not your home. It's bad for society, it's bad for everybody, it's bad for children, it's bad for sanitary conditions, bad for crime, it's bad for property values, it's bad for the psyche and the soul of the nation. We'll take care of you, just go to a homeless shelter, we'll recover you. And if that's not good enough for you, well, too bad. We're going to forcibly take you to a homeless shelter. And we're going to keep on doing that over and over again. Because it's not loving to anybody to have some guy on the side of the street that's ODing with heroin. We have to look at that. Kids think that's normal. There are guidelines in Portland and Seattle where they have to teach 7 and 8-year-olds at playgrounds what to do if they come across a hypodermic needle. Like, that's disgusting. It's reprehensible. That's us having to adjust our mode of living, our society, for the issues that other people have. And let's be honest, the majority of homelessness is not an issue of not having stuff. It is an issue of substance abuse or like very, very fringe mental illness. And I am a minority, but I think we need to reopen the asylums. I really do. I think we need to have long-term care for people that need psychiatric type evaluation. Excellent. And in fact, I think it's more loving for them to have a professional type environment that's treating them and trying to get to root causes than saying, hey, welcome to the side of the street. You might have to run into traffic and get run over by a bus at 3 a.m., right? If you go to downtown San Diego to the Navy Medical Center and you talk to the ER clinic between 1 a.m. and 5 a.m., I guarantee you they'll say that they get at least 2 every night of a homeless person that wanders into traffic and gets run over by a bus. Happens all the time. And by the way, that's a backlog in hospitals. It's bad for them. They might die. So this idea that, we're being loving by allowing them to encamp on the side of the streets. No, we're being weak is what we are. And it also just makes, I don't know about you guys, but when I see it, I get awfully depressed. Like I don't like looking at it. I feel as if it's a problem that we don't want to solve. So we as Christians have to step up in a way that's proven and loving, and that is put them in facilities and shelters and process and programs that can actually either rehabilitate them or at the very least stabilize their condition, which more times than not is a substance abuse problem.
God bless you,
Thank you.
Charlie. I'll be praying for you.
Thank you.
Hopefully we'll be in touch.
God bless, man. Thank you.
Hello, Charlie. My name is Casey. I follow you on social media, and I always tell people I agree about 95% of everything you say. 95, because I'm sure you might disagree Tom Izzo is the best college basketball coach or something like that.
Well, he's not. I mean, that's fine, but wait, did he make a Final Four this year? I don't know. So I like Tom Izzo. I actually always cheer for Michigan State, but you can't live in a land of delusion, right? So
most recently, my percentage has dropped down to a 93%.
Okay, there you go. Because of the Tom Izzo answer.
No,
Okay, I'm kidding.
This was just happened. A video I saw of you a few weeks ago about you saying homelessness is a choice, and I kind of
Correct.
disagree with that to a point. I know that this conversation happened in another state, saying that making $14 an hour for a 40-hour week should not make you homeless. Well, I make more than $14 an hour, and if it wasn't for my mom, my son and I would be homeless. And I filed for Section 8, like you told this person. I get denied. I only get offered $20 a month for food stamps and no cash assistance. So in a sense,
You get $20 a month for food stamps? Yeah, it should be actually an equivalent of your wage, though, right?
Yes, but it wasn't. That's all that they would give me is $20 a month.
So can I ask you a provocative question?
Sure.
Have you gone to churches to help you out?
Yes.
And what do they say?
They help me out to an extent when it comes to helping my son get the needs for himself, but it doesn't really help with like a home where I would have to have a place for me and a room for my son and pay for my car and my cell phone, which is not necessarily a necessity per se, but it kind of is.
Close.
But I really do think that homelessness is not a choice to an extent. There are some people that I do argue that, yes, you make it a choice. But in a situation like mine, I really think there's a lot more people out there.
Well, let me be clear. By homelessness, I mean living on the street. If you're living on the street, you've made a choice. There are shelters, there's charities, there's a lot of things accompanied to it. And you're largely the exception because you seem like you have your life together. The rule, though, with homelessness almost always is related with drug use. It's like almost a one-to-one correlation. If you're living on the streets, you almost always have a drug problem, and you're kind of like in this nonstop cycle of living on the streets. But look, I'm sorry to hear the struggle you have to go through, but I think it'll make you tougher, and you'll be more successful because of it.